No, sir, the definition in the ordinance is whistling. So,
well, I
that's
said
already,
if you go,
that's
parang
not,
you cajole with the woman. Miss, saan ka na?
Sir,
Pero,
have you read it?
as a matter of fact, when I first saw you, I said, go to another question. You cannot stop anybody from whistling.
Okay, sir.
But I would say, who gave you the right to presume that I was whistling because I saw you?
No.
You have to be in a room, kaisa ka lang, a man and you, and he would whistle.
So, sir, you're saying you were not whistling at Marie's during the time she asked her
Of
question?
course not. Well, that is objective or is it subjective? Subjective?
No, sir, because she was
You are
she was
guessing.
asking. No, sir, I'm not guessing because she was asking a question, and the question was directed at you, and your reply to her was a whistle. So unless
I
you
was
clarify that you were
exasperated
talking
by
to
the
someone
question.
else.
Whistling is not a sexual thing. Ano, kagaya ko, puta na babae. Wala
Sir,
na
for you it might
hintog,
not be
magtanong.
sexual, but to others it might. So the world does not revolve around your definition.
I do not presume that you are the one. It belongs to the I may look at it, but I would.
Anyway, sir, let's move on to the next
I would
question.
look at that woman there. It's very busy.
Sir, going naman towards to the issue of journalist killings, I have to bring this up again because I just want to clarify something. Sir, earlier you said that there are honest journalists and there are corrupt journalists. So under your administration, will there be different policies for corrupt?
You want me to go into a contradiction? No, I'm not into a contradiction.
I'm asking you.
I made
let me
the
finish my question, sir.
differentiation right at the start. Right at the start.
Exactly, sir. That's why I'm asking. I'm wondering if your differentiating means that you will have different policies for corrupt and honest journalists. And if there are two different policies, how would you know a corrupt journalist from an honest journalist after the fact they have died?
It does not behoove upon me to distinguish between an honest and a corrupt journalist. Sa inyo yan, hindi sa akin. Malaman ko na lang yan, yung pinatay ka na, tapos ang hawak-hawak mo siya mo, pati kunting pera. Maraming journalist na sa drugs, ha? Hindi mo ba alam yan? Mabuti alam mo. Hindi ko problema to distinguish between Carol Argelies, a dedicated journalist for so long, and mababait silang lahat dito. Wala akong may turo. Let's go outside. Malaman mo yung mga journalist na tarantado? Alam mo bakit? At the end of the day, they're drinking. Walang ginawa yung kundi mag-inom. A lot of them. They go drinking. Tapos, pasok ng mga bar, maghanap ng patron. Pwede mo bang sagutin itong ininom namin? Plenty. Hindi naman niya sabihin na nagbigay ako dahil because of humanitarian reasons. It does not form part of the of being a journalist or my being in public office.
From the Inquirer, Tara Quismundo.
Ay, good evening.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Good evening, sir. Sir, bae ako, sir. Sir, you said kanina...
Lalaki kasi naghawak eh.
Sir.
Hindi naman nakatingin.
Magandang gabi, sir. Sir, you said kanina na you seem to have this aversion to attention, to public attention in general, and you are discouraging us now to cover you. And you said that you will even conduct your governance sub rosa, sir. So how do we then protect transparency? And I mean, there have been concerns about you winning the presidency because there have been questions about not cheating, but martial rule, etc. So how do we then protect democracy without journalism?
That is your problem. You're the one who threatened me that you will boycott.
Sir, it wasn't us who boycotted you. It was just a call of one organization. It wasn't us who...
I was also just answering the question.
Yeah,
Kaya
it
pag
wasn't...
sinabi nilang mag-boycott yung mga, then fine, you go. Walang problema sa akin. If you want to stay, fine. Hindi ko naman sinasabi. Sinabi ko lang kayong umalis na kayo at huwag na kayong bumalik. Pero yung bumalik ka dito to do a story, this is a free country. Yun lang ang yung sagot ko kasi ayaw ko yung tinatakot ako ng ganon. Kasi nasabi ko nga noon pa right at start ng campaign, I will not die
Okay.
if I do not become the president.
So what is the guarantee then that this administration will show respect to legitimate journalism?
I have showed respect for all of you. I was just retorting to a threat na ayaw na ninyong ang mga John na ayaw na mag-cover sa akin. Fine. I cannot force you to do what you do not want to do.
Okay. Sir, just one other follow-up on the issue that she raised. Sir, because the jokes, and you have said before that sometimes, not to take you too seriously, and you liberally banter with reporters, you make jokes, some are suggestive. So what can the women of this country expect from your administration as well?
Women,
Yes, your policy on the rights of women.
what seems to be the problem with women? Why did you bring it up?
No, because there was an issue that yesterday, that what happened after the press conference, sir, with the catcalling that invited heavy criticism online. That's just the reason why I am asking it,
Anong
sir.
sinabi ko about women?
Sir, yung incident nga lang din po with Maris. Yeah. The whistling that you clarified earlier, that it was taken to be suggestive. Of course, the people have different interpretations.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, especially if I whistle in public, you are speculating whether you are the one. Now, it needs to be a cajole. A cajoling. Maria, ang ganda mo. There has to be something like really inviting the sexual undertones. Pero kung mag-whistling lang ako, that is that kind of thing is intruding into constitutional grounds. Freedom of expression. If you are a beautiful woman at sabihin mo whistling is directed at a woman, and when I say, what am I doing? I am suggesting sexual intercourse. Would you think that would be the meaning? Or would you want that I'd like to fondle you? I'm expressing something. You overextend the dimensions of kasi pag marami kayo, magsabi ako ngayon, no? O sino matamaan ko? Ako tanongin mo, I'm whistling at Ignacio. Why? Because we were friends. Oh. Pumayat ka na, mataba ka noon, ngayon nag-slim ka. I can do that because we are friends. More than friends, actually. Oh.
We call on Mario Dumawal,
Elaborate, serious friends.
ABS-CBN.
Okay.
Mali muna, si
Sige,
Mali
Christian. Go ahead. Mr. President, light lang ako. I'm glad to meet you. Bumalik ako sa Davao to cover the Thanksgiving concert. Ang tanong ko lang po, bakit lapit sa puso niyo si Freddy Aguilar at bakit masyadong inspired kayo sa ipaglalaban ko?
You know,
Was there a particular point in your life na
Yes.
malaki yung hugot niyo doon sa kanta niya?
Yes. That guy is a nationalist. His love of country shows the way he uses the song in his messaging. It's always about corruption and what ails this country, the social injustice. And when I invited him to sing for us many years ago, I was a young mayor then. I became mayor.
I think as vice
1943.
mayor, no?
Bumilib ako sa kanya and I asked him to just stay behind, sabi ko, and let's just talk, have coffee. But we ended up drinking until the wee hours of the morning. But we talked a lot about ano yung, what is this country? What seems to be wrong? From what I've gathered really, from the talks I had with him several times, he's a singer with a social conscience. And look at the messages that's the new one is yung Ipaglaban Kita. That is an old song. He just changed the lyrics actually.
Bakit yung naging favorite song niyo yun? Ang kwento sa akin ni Ka Freddy, favorite song niyo yun from 1980s pa.
Ay ang kanyang favorite song ko sa kanya, Anak. Kasi nung narinig ko yan, nagtino na ako ng konti. Alam mo, 7 years ako sa high school. Baka 7 years yun ako sa college, naloko na. So I tried to just, and it would give you, hindi naman melancholia, but it's something of remembering a childhood and the sacrifices of the parents. I'm a stickler for, hindi mo lang ninyo alam, but I'm stickler for values actually. Ganun lang ako magsalita, but kayo lang naman nagbaga mga taga-Maynila, ang taga-Davao, alam nila yan. Kuha nila. Kaya sabi ko, when you are in doubt, kasi I am doubt joking. Of course I'm joking. When I said that after taking my oath of office, I'll deliver a 5-minute address, it's preposterous. If it borders to credulity and sabi ko, tanongin mo yung, ask the fellow on your side from Davao, what is he up to? Is he joking or is he telling the truth?
Last question, Mayor. Ano ang special number niyo sa Thanksgiving concert?
Well, I do not sing. I'm not a singer. I do not dance because sabihin ng mga taga-bay nila, women's abuse yan. Maybe I'll just deliver a few words, like, or sing one song. Ikaw ang dahilan sa lahat ng katarad. I'm really fun of joking actually. I can cut it right in the middle. You have to hindi nga kasi kahit yung mga taga-Maynila ng Himagod and they are simply outraged. Pasensya kayo. I said, if you do not like me, so be it. I do not like you also. If you're mga kolumnista, if you keep on, well, I'll answer you one of these days. Just give me enough time also to make my own. Then I'll tell you what's wrong with you also.
Christian Esguerra of ANC.
Sir, good evening. Sir, during the last press conference, you served warning to the Supreme Court not to...
No, excuse me. I did not... I meant the judiciary.
Judiciary.
Not the Supreme
Sige,
Court
sir.
because...
So regarding the TROs, parang how do you guard yourself against the possibility that you would be absorbed in your own power? Kasi parang, di ba, you have this system of checks and balances, but you said during that press conference, once you vetted a particular project, it means there's no corruption already. So no need for them to...
Yes.
So yes, sir, how do you guard yourself against the possibility that you're abusing yourself?
Many a project of this country has been delayed with the enormous challenge of TROs. Alam ko maraming TROs. Paski dito, sa amin alam mo, yung losing bidder, and he thinks that there's something which he can harp on to it's always na kasali na lang ako o hati na lang tayo dyan. Parang ganon, to pressure. It's the name of the game is pressure actually. Na pag natalo ako, hati na lang tayo. O kaya, bayaran mo ako para ikaw muna. Totoo yan, ha? Yung losing bidder magsabi, bayaran mo ako. Give me something so that I will withdraw my opposition. Gano'n yan. You ask yan. I suggest that you go to the mga nagko-contract ng project.
Sir, I'm aware of that. Pero ang point ko lang dito, you have this system of checks and balances in the government. But so far, you're sounding as though parang you have this full control of parang may aura of omniscience na eh. Di ba? Parang you don't want to be checked by the other
That's what
branches.
I said, do not go into this mess of being paid and issuing the TRO. It's business actually. I am looking at the other side of the coin, the wrong side. I cannot go after the righteous path. And as a lawyer and somebody who has maybe the grasp of it, when I become, I can always ask. Wala kang makinarya, and if you win, ipapasa mo lang, ang kapital mo laway lang. Those are the things that they do. Negosyo. O sige, mag-withdraw ako, maghingi ka. Tapos, anong makinarya mo? Mayroon kang isang traktor, 2 pala. So, yung mga ganon, what I'd be going after is not really yung tama. Because you need not really have the checks and balances kung tama lang that. You are there to put a stop to this nefarious activity of delaying projects just because you lost the bidding. And there are a lot of ways doing it and getting money out of it. That's what I'm after.
Sir, finally, kanina former Defense Secretary Gibo Chidoro was here. Did you offer him another cabinet position?
No, wala. I just give me the advice. I offered him the defense department, but ayaw niya. But he came here just to give his 6 cents advice of the hard coming days. Sabi niya, hindi ka pa nga notice that hindi pa ako take off. Marami na akong, there seems to be, I said, a lot of, hindi naman quarrels, but the, a problem there with my statement. I will not stop bullshitting people when I think that I'm right. And if I'm wrong, I said, so be it. So what's your problem? I won't read your newspaper anyway, and I do not to listen to. There's a TV network there, hindi na ako nagkikinig. And maybe I'll tell na, huwag kayong makinig dyan because pera-pera lang yan sila. Sabi nga niya, bunga nga niya. Alam mo, negosyo to eh. It's correct as far as mga advertising. But you should not answer it to somebody putting you to task for your responsibility in responsible journalism.
Last questioner, Ms. Edith Regalado, Philippine Star.
Salamat. Kanina pa ako naghintay sa iyo. Natutulog na ako. Ikaw yung pumipikit ng mata.
Okay, good evening po, sir. I understand there are still the departments of health, in the trade and industry, tourism and environment, DNR. Wala pa rin na ano?
No, he's coming. He's, I think, a resident of the United States. He's retired, an executive sa one of the multinationals. Medyo bata pa. And he's coming back. Ang isang, hindi ko talaga nang hinayang ako na ayaw, pero pawisan kayo ng nalagay na. Si Willie naman, hindi ko na, Willie Wong, hindi ko naman, Admiral yun sa Navy. Hindi naman. Pero if you notice, puro military ito sila. Ito si Ed, pati si John Galvante. At yung isa namang katabi nila, New People's Army yan siya. So okay lang kami dito sa gobyerno. We're fine. Ganun lang ang buhay. You know, mayroong let me just also put my 2 cents. I know that it is not new if I get criticisms, especially mixing up with the right or the left. But in this country has suffered so much debts and money for the defense and for the NPAs, the rigors of revolutionary taxes, which would prevent people from going up and develop the lands there, and the killings, and it has never stopped. At mayroong ibang mga sa military which are vehemently against it. So I ask them, when shall we stop? When is the right thing to correct? Just like the MN. You know very well that before Magellan came in 1521, Mindanao was already Islam. And most of us here who migrated because of the clarion call of the Americans to go to Mindanao because it is in the land of promise, it was not really the correct. It was because they could not find workers, and the Moro were not ready to work under the Americans. Because most of the Americans who came here were Christians, and the original inhabitants here are the Moro, or are Muslims, Islam. So how do you solve this problem? We are here, they are here. I have to look for a way of doing it. Otherwise, we'd have passed on to the next generation the fighting. Ang problema sa akin is I come from a mixed blood. And I have a family who are Islam. A line of my family, my grandchildren. And on the other line, my grandchildren are Christians. So what do I do? Let this just pass it. Palang i-dribble the problem until such time that I pass it on to the next generation. Kawawa ang bayan natin. And the sad part is that we are all Filipinos. Well, at least we are called after Magellan came here. Philip, they called the Philippines because we are the subjects of Philip. But that did not sit well with the Islam in Mindanao. Simply because they cannot be the subject of a Christian king. Di sila po tinatawagin Pilipino. No self-respecting Moro, bigla mong tanongin. Pero yung Filipino? Me? No. Maranaw. Tausug. Muslim. Me? Muslim. That's the answer that you'd get. So, let us try to find out a way of stopping all these wars, and we come up with a nation that's only one. And I would never agree to any, never, I will not agree to any breakage of this country.
Sir, follow-up question lang po sa question ko sa the last question. On the matter on the PCSO, may napili na po ba kayo?
I'm looking for another Galbante. Isa pa yan.
So will you change certain sir, yung mechanism in yung charity work niyan?
Grabe sa lahat yan. They were able to mix the illegal games to the yung loto.
You said earlier that you're going to find somebody who's a verdugo to head PCSO.
I want somebody who would kill at first instance.
Kill at first.
I want all those guys there who are corrupt dead. So I want a chief. If you commit one mistake, he'd shoot you. Now that's a figure of speech actually. That is a figure. Bakit ka man patay mo ka at first instance? Alam mo, pinaka-corrupt yan. Naghanap ako ng tao na talagang humihirit yan. Kung sabihin na shoot, na literally shoot, ipakulong mo, di maghanap ka na naman ng bagong jeep. It borders into a preposterous statement, outlandish, if you may. Huwag naman yung kagatin niya. So, what is it? He's just looking for somebody who can control. And that is a very hard thing to do. Sa LTO, it took me several days to really ponder who can handle. But one of the pinaka-stricto na dumaan dito sa nakita ko na opisyal sa police, General Gabante. Kasi mag-upo yan siya sa sopa dito. Ang aid niya doon, kalahating puwit, mahulog na kalahati lang nakaupo. Ganon katakot yung... Nabutan ko siya sa airport. Sabi ko,